Yo! Welcome, y'all. We are back with the second day of Top 16 for Blitz Masters Resistance. I hope y'all are excited. It's good to see you all in here. We've got Aaron, Draconic Sinbrin, OG Tanker in the chat. What up, yut up? Someone says there is a Z chat on the screen. It appears different than the stream chat. What is it? I'm not sure what's going on there. OG Tanker? I'm not entirely sure what that is, to be honest. Slightly alarmed, but hopefully it doesn't bother you on the stream too much. I guess we'll see. We're all good with YouTube, by the way. I know yesterday I accidentally had the YouTube stream set to unlisted, and it still worked just fine. It just wasn't able to be seen in terms of like on the channel. You couldn't see it. It was hidden. You had to have the link in order to see it. So it worked fine because the portal had the link, but if you guys were trying to find my channel or find the stream on YouTube from the channel, then it didn't work properly. But we should be all good today. And yeah, I guess we'll get right into it. So we now have 12 teams that are remaining for the tournament. Go ahead and show the screen here and we can take a look, zoom in a little bit. So Group 1, Origin is in the grand finals already for their group with DFM Garca below. DFM has previously beaten Garca 4-1, so I guess we will see how that goes. And I believe Rose AFK is streaming today, so we do have another streamer. Rose AFK is going to be streaming as well, so make sure to check him out if you are interested in watching DFM Garca and then Origin versus the winner of that. Group 2, this is what I am streaming. We're going to be watching Alev Purple. So yesterday we saw Ponda beat Purple 4-1, and then we saw Ponda beat Alev 4-2. And then off stream, Alev beat Grim 4-2, and then Purple beat Grim 4-2 as well. So Purple got eliminated yesterday, but Grim got eliminated yesterday. Purple and Alev will be fighting in the first set today. Winner plays Ponda to qualify to top 4. For group number 3, Cozy with clean 4-0 sweeps on both Troller and SV, looking incredibly strong. And this group not very competitive. You can see only one game was taken off other than 4-0s here. Troller did get eliminated in this group, and then SV and MM will fight for a spot against Cozy to see who gets into top 4. For group 4, Jokers are actually in the grand finals here, but they did drop games in both of their sets here. So Cease and GP both took games off of Joker. It is Cease that got eliminated. Interestingly, on NA, the team that got eliminated for every single group was the one that qualified in the fourth qualifier. So Cease qualified in the last day, as did Troller, Grim, and VB. So all of those teams got eliminated in order. So no real upsets on NA in terms of the grand scheme of things. Origin, Ponda, Cozy, and Joker are the expected top 4 this season. So it does make sense that, you know, they are how they are right now in terms of order. So pretty interesting to note, I suppose. On the EU and APAC servers, it's actually been a lot different order, and I don't have it pulled up, but let me see if I can pull it up real quick because people were talking about it in the CC server. Yeah, so for APAC, actually, one of the teams that qualified on the first day got out. L4ST last. Apparently they were a day 1 qualifier and they are already out of the tournament, so that's pretty crazy. EU didn't have anything like that, but they did have Griff eliminated, who qualified on the second time around, so they're out. But for NA, it's the only one that has, you know, all 4 of the fourth qualifier groups teams out. So it kind of just shows that, you know, NA's got a little bit more order to their, you know, hierarchy here. So just something interesting that I saw and I thought, you know, you might be interested in taking a look at. But yeah, so that's that. And these are the groups. This is how everything's gone so far. And yeah, today again we're going to be watching the group number 2. So Alev versus Purple will play. They haven't played yet in the same group. I don't know if they've played previously in this tournament, but I am interested to see who can win. I'm actually not 100% sure who will. Alev is the 3rd place team from last season, but they are missing some of their key players from last season as well. And then there is also Purple, who are they've got a pretty different roster than last season, so not really easy for me to gauge how well they're going to do against Alev, but we're about to find out, I suppose. So yeah, see, people are showing up in the chat. Commander, what up? Austin and B1 and Junior Blackberry, and welcome all. And then I guess the last thing that I need to talk about, let me really quickly hide this and then go back to kind of share my screen, is the portal. Just so you guys know, this is another portal stream. There are going to be rewards for watching this, so make sure that, you know, if you are interested in getting rewards, that you do watch for rewards. And I guess I can go back to the stream and do it here. Let's see. Yeah, right here. So we're just in the tournament. So if you go to if you're on the World of Tanks Blitz website, let's just go to the home, right? So you're in the home page for World of Tanks Blitz. You can go to tournaments up at the top here. And then you can find Blitz Masters Resistance. It's a big one. And then you can go ahead and click on either of these. Rose is streaming a group. I am streaming a group. And then you should be able to see stream here up some 34ception. And yeah, eventually you're going to be seeing, once it hits 9 o'clock Eastern, that's when the portal starts, you'll be seeing a blue thing tick up. And then that'll be your timer to make sure that, you know, that you're watching and that you can see that the rewards is counting. The stream is going to be up for 2 hours. That's how long the rewards portal is open, from 9 to 11 Eastern. And you get credit for 1 hour and 50 minutes. So there's an extra, you know, if you miss the first 10 minutes or so, or you accidentally close out a little bit, you know, you have 10 minutes of forgiveness. But to get max rewards, you need to watch for 1 hour and 50 minutes within that 2 hour window. So that's how things are going for the rewards. And make sure that you're logged in, and you'll get the stuff credited directly to your account after the stream. They're usually pretty quick about it, which is quite nice, usually within a day. So yeah, that's about it. Make sure you're watching on the portal if you'd like to get rewards. That's the only way that you can do it. And yeah, with all that being said, I did get my invite to the room, so I'm going to go ahead and get that all set up here. Let's see. And of course, we do have the Alev versus purple group, I believe. Let me just make sure that I got it right. Yep, we are purple Alev. Good, good. I'll set up the scoreboard. And both teams are already in here, which is a nice thing. And I guess we can go ahead and switch right to it then, because there's less than 3 minutes left. So go ahead. We got purple and Alev. Again, these teams have not yet played in top 16. I didn't see if they had played previously, but they are indeed in this next set together. And checking out the maps, I actually, let's see, I have them pulled up on a Discord, so thank you to Draconic for compiling the maps for me. But we've got Yukon as the first map, as you can probably see by the mini-map, if you're able to understand mini-maps, if you know which ones correspond to which map. But we've got Yukon and Wintermal for the first 4 games, and then we're going to be going to Castilla and Molendyke if it allows for more games. So yeah, Yukon, Wintermal, Castilla, Molendyke. And yeah, so I'm excited for this set. Purple and Alev, I don't know who's going to win, genuinely. Alev, they're obviously top 14 from last season, but Purple pretty good this season as well. So we will find out, I suppose. And yeah, looking at the lineups here, we're seeing more IS-4s from Purple. I think we watched them play some yesterday against Ponda. They seem to believe in the tank, and Alev actually does as well. The tank did just get some super speed boost, and I don't know what other changes it got, but super speed boost is, you know, something that is quite powerful for, you know, competitive play. It allows you to rotate quite quickly, which is a useful thing for heavies to do. No matter, it does require some flexibility along with your armor, so IS-4 is being used here. IS-7, of course, is a staple tank because of its mobility, pushing power with good hard-hitting gun. I wouldn't call it a great gun, I should say, but it's a hard-hitting gun, especially with tungsten shells. So we got 1 for Purple. We've got a few for... We only have 1 for Alev as well. Both teams running a German super heavy. Alev is rocking triple 113 GFT. Purple not running any. They've got a Bat Chat and 2 215Bs. So interesting that Purple has a light tank, Alev does not. But yeah, other than that, I guess the lineups are somewhat similar, other than, you know, the Bat Chat and the 215Bs versus the Triangles. But yeah, let's get into it, y'all. Yukon is going to be the first map, so let's go ahead and roll the intro. I gotta say, Yukon's probably one of my favorite map intros. I just love the cinematics that they did with it. Also one of the best looking maps in my opinion. Also, oops guys, I forgot to reset the scoreboard. Uh-oh, let me go ahead and fix that. Ha. And yeah, here we go. Purple and 11. Here we go. Already looks like we are seeing C play from both teams. No, yeah. I mean, I meant D play from both teams, but hard to say. Actually, can't really see the other side. Yep, D somewhat. 11 seems to be a little bit split here. Magic's driving towards C, probably just to grab the base. You're in a mouse, so you can afford to kind of stand alone a little bit. You're not going to die too quickly. Oh boy, guys, I'm going to be butchering my words again today. Yesterday was already quite bad. Purple will take the cap lead. Notably, this northwest spawn does tend to have, you know, a faster access to their base than the southeast one, so it does make sense that C gets grabbed a little bit later, but then again, Purple also put their light tank directly into B. They wanted to guarantee that cap lead. They did get it. But Purple's going to aggress with their 2 and 5Bs directly into the D side corner. And Ghost did take a hit from it, but otherwise Purple is fine. They've got the positions that they want. They're going to hold them with the 2 and 5Bs. Looking as to the other side, not a lot going on. Looks like 11 is mostly playing relaxed right now. They haven't taken any damage. They don't feel a need to commit super hard. And Purple, obviously, they're quite comfortable with their cap lead, but they did decide to push forward a little bit more. Chris saying cap A or no. Looks like he doesn't want to talk. I can get free picked, so interesting. It's interesting to see the comms that the team's having a little bit here. And I'm getting some packet loss. Uh-oh. I got 55% packet loss. The stream quality seems to be just fine, but I'm getting some in-game packet loss. You can probably see it on the bottom left there. Maybe if I zoom it in a little bit, you can kind of see. Okay, it's gone down a little bit. Okay, we're losing our packet loss. That's a W. But something to keep in mind, I suppose. As I was saying, though, it is interesting to see, you know, Purple's comms. You know, Chris is thinking about trying to grab A, but at the same time, he knows that there is a chance that he gets picked off for free. You definitely don't want to do that, right? Taking free hits in a light tank, not the best play. It is nice to get information with the tank, but sometimes in the early game, it can be a little bit risky to try to make plays like that when you don't know where the enemy team completely is. And a lot of the tanks from 11 have been spotted one point or another, but not all at the same time. Like, I believe Blitz and Gentlemen here in these IS-4s did get lit at one point. I don't think they're going to get lit leaving, so Purple's not going to realize that they turned around. Chris is saying they can't get A, by the way. Too slow lineup. So it looks like, yep, Purple is trying to communicate that to their caller. I'm not actually sure. I'm pretty sure Elemental is the caller, but not 100% on that. I know he is the captain, and I'm assuming he's the caller as well. But yeah, so a little bit of comms going on in the chat. Usually it's better for people to talk out loud, but, you know, maybe a certain person can't, or they just don't want to clutter the chat. But I do think it's interesting how Chris also said, you know, too slow lineup, when the IS-4s now do have their super speed. Also, Gentleman getting spotted back in his position, but Bullets is completely far away, so maybe that could be like a distraction type thing to grab A. We'll see, we'll see. But Purple's not moving. They don't really see a need to move. They've got the cap lead. Why would they? 11 does have to start cooking something, but they haven't really made any big moves yet other than moving, you know, some of their IS tanks around. But it looks like they are starting to actually get a good move on now, firing the whole rock on the ground. Are going to cover Bullets all the way out here. He's the only tank who's really done major motion up until this point. And 11 will maybe grab A. Is Chris going to spot anything? Doesn't look like it. He's playing a little bit far back beyond the bush. Maybe if he drives into it a little bit better, would be able to get some spots, but he doesn't seem concerned about that right now. And there we go. A base is being grabbed. Chris will react, and the rest of Purple seems to be reacting as well. Driving forward on the D side. They'll probably grab the D base. Will it be enough to get them the cap lead, or to keep their lead, though? I don't think it will be, because it takes a good amount of time to grab the base. Granted, this is a 3-cap map. They do tick up a little bit slower than a 5-cap map. But no, it does look like 11 might. Ooh, it's going to be close. No, actually, Purple does hold on to their cap lead barely. That double cap in D was actually a very good idea from them. So they are able to hold on to the cap lead, and that means Despite Olive making a little bit of a move, they're going to have to make some bigger ones here. And a nice thing about having a light tank in this scenario is you can kind of detect where it's coming from a little bit easier. Granted, Yukon is a very closed-off map, looking at all of these, you know, rocks that kind of split the map in half. Nothing from the C side can see anything from the A side, etc. Nothing from D side can see A. You know what I mean. So yeah, even though you do have a light tank, it's going to be a little bit difficult to detect things sometimes because of all the cover in the middle. Lev looks like they will make a push into D. Purple backed out several of their tanks in the area, so maybe Lev may be able to get something going here. Platter and Ghost are still holed up in this D side, though. They're going to be able to see Trim there. Good shot into him. But if Ghost peeks again, could get nuked by Trim. We'll see if it happens or not. Lev needs to make a play, though. They're almost at 900 points, and something has to happen. Looks like they're going to try to push Papa Fries. It looks like Ghost and Trim do trade shots, but looking at Chris here, he's going to stop the A base, and that might cause trouble for Lev. They need to do something here. They're actually going to sit in D, and will that be enough to get them the cap lead, though? Hard to say because someone's in A here. But what's going on? Elemental. What happened to Elemental? Oh my goodness, he's taking a lot of damage. Papa Fries just took 2,000 damage as well. Lev is all lined up together, and Trim's quite low. Gentleman's quite low. But Papa Fries does get taken out. It's 990 points. Can Gentleman survive long enough? Actually, Elemental getting taken out off camera again. Just close enough for Lev to keep the cap lead. Purple finally getting a kill of their own, but it wasn't in time. And man, all the nukes just happened right at the same time. As soon as I started looking out on one, then the other one is where the action happens. So a little bit awkward. Portal bugged out on you? Nah, you can keep going, man. You might miss out on maybe one coin, but you can keep trying. What's up, Nino? Welcome. How is EU today? Didn't get to catch EU. I've been busy all day with work, and then I was out in the evening. But hope your stream was well, Nino. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I kind of missed one of the nukes there on the camera, but that's all right. Anyway, game number 2, Spawns will swap on Yukon. And Lev was pretty ballsy that last game, waiting until 900 points. Normally you start moving a little bit sooner than that, but they're like very confident that they could get a last-second kill. And having tanks like the 113 GFT is actually quite useful for that, because they hit so hard. You know, they were able to nuke Papa Fries so cleanly. Elemental took a lot of damage. So that's an actually interesting thing to think about that I hadn't considered before, is you can wait a lot longer. Because if you have the alpha damage to hit your shots, granted, you still have to hit those shots. It's not always an easy thing to do with a tank like the 113 GFT, whose gun isn't certainly bad by all means, but it's not the most accurate. So it's something interesting just to consider, I suppose. Also, Otis with the 45 months in a row tier 2. Otis, at this point, you're going to be a 4-year sub. I need to make a new badge, bro. That's insane, dude. Otis, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you. Hope you're doing good, dude. It is great to have you in here. Anyway, we're going to have our second game on Yukon. Looks like lineups have shifted a little bit. A little heavier for Lev, rocking a second German super heavy, but they're also adding a 50T in the mix. So they're going to have a medium this time. Purple keeping the light, though. Pretty much identical lineup from what I can tell from Purple. I think they had the mouse last game as well, right? No, that was a Lev. I think Purple had a VK. They switched the tanks around, though. I believe Ghost was in a 215B. Now he's in the mouse. But yeah, otherwise identical lineup for Purple. Yeah, and Lev got rid of one of their triangles for the KPZ. And then they got rid of the IS-7 for another mouse. Okay, sure. Fair, fair. We'll see if this is another game where both teams just kind of go opposite sides. This time, Purple's going back to D from the south spawn. They're going to send a Ghost to Cap C. Again, I think they kind of expect to be the second team to grab the base, so they're not worried about sending their fast tank to try to contest it, because that usually doesn't work out. The north spawn typically gets an early cap lead if they step B, but they're going to double it, triple it actually, just by driving their mouse through. Purple will eventually get on to C. Ooh. Looks like Ghost backing out a little bit first. Maybe be like, oh, I sense a trap. Not sure. But Purple's playing extremely aggressively on the D side. They're going to keep Papa Fries in there, but the IS-4's Elemental Snowfox are already making some sort of play. I expect this game maybe to be a little bit more energetic than the last. We'll see how it pans out, of course, but it's entirely possible. Olev this time has 2 caps, and Purple's still not sitting into C here. They actually backed Ghost out completely. He was literally within 1 tank's distance of stepping into that C base, but he has since backed out, and now he's going to drive forward again. I don't really know what that play was. No, he's backing out. Maybe a little bit of indecisive play from Purple here. I don't blame Ghost for backing out, considering the fact that most of his team's on the other side of the map. Also, Chris is saying I have 10 loss. I'm also getting some loss here. Something to note. I can still see it. It's not 10%, but it's like 2 or 3%. So very interesting. We didn't see this lag issue yesterday, but today seems to be happening. Yeah, my ping is now going up. You guys can see a little bit in the bottom left there. 120 ping, 23% loss. I'm not losing any stream frames while uploading to Twitch/YouTube, so I really don't know what's up with that. It has to be with the game. It can't necessarily be with my internet because my stream quality is perfect. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of kind of jittery play here. Looks like Purple is centering most of their tanks around on D, and Olev is trying to push wide with their IS-4s, but Bullets crossing in front of all of them. And Olev are going to take a little bit of time to crash onto Elemental, and by the time that they do, Bullets and Gentlemen are already half HP. Looking at the other side of things, where is Platter? Okay, so never mind. Platter is here in the mix. Bullets trying to fight here, so it's like 2 and 5Bs versus IS-4s here on this corner. Gentleman is kind of getting handled here. One more shot from Platter. Should be able to do it, but Choo Choo's taking a lot of damage. Looking at the other side of the map, though, looks like Magix and Chris are fighting each other out here. Chris is going to try to put in a clip, but I think only one more shot's not going to be enough. He runs into the wall. Magix should be able to get that kill. Back on the other side, looks like an IS-4 was traded for a 2 and 5B. Bullets is still alive, but Platter should be able to pick up the kill, but now the 113 GFTs from Olev are brawling the IS-4s here. Trim is doing his best to try to block things. He's driving backwards here, but good focus fire from Olev into Elemental. He should be going down quickly here. He does. And Olev are now up on the bases. It is a 5-on-4. They have the tank lead as well. Platter is extremely low. RGK is extremely low. Snowfox should be able to pick up the kill. No, he bounces it. Platter does get rock on the ground, so that is a kill, and Papa Fries will look from RGK, who's still alive but not really able to turn himself. However, Trim does pick up that kill, so it's still pretty close game now. 3v3, make that a 3v2. Mouse getting the kill. Magic's getting the kill on the Mouse, and having a medium tank left alive in the end game is going to be very useful. He's going to try to go around Papa Fries, but Platter might be able to pick up the kill on Magic's if he's not careful. Trim's trying to push out Platter. He's got the HP to do so as well. He's going to look for that kill. Papa Fry's going to try to farm him out, but in comes Fire in the hole as well, and he's got some hit points to spare as well. Magic's peeking Papa Fries, and Platter not really able to peek and try to get the kill. Trim looks away, and they actually trade each other. Platter and Magic's trading each other, which is in favor of Olev there because they have the tank advantage. They do end up winning it on caps as they get the final kill, but funny to see the trade. And it looks like I didn't update the scoreboard accidentally there, but Olev is up 2-0 here. Forgetting about resetting the score, hee. What's up, Mona? Pickle. That's what she said. Can I get 100k? Welcome. Appreciate you. Hello, Seal, Bobby. Welcome, y'all. Looks like I made 2 scoreboard mistakes in a row. Forgot to reset it to 0-0, and then I forgot to increment it. But Olev is up 2-0. I apologize for those of you who are just tuning in and thinking that was the first game. You did miss the first game. But we are moving on to our next one, Wintermal here. Maybe Purple will get it together on this map. That would be nice to see a competitive set between these two, especially after both of these teams played well yesterday, of course. They're both still here. We've got a minute left for this next one. Okay, pulling up the bracket again. Let's see. There were no 4-0s yesterday in my group, which was a good thing to see. Yeah, purple took a game off of Ponda, and they beat Grim 4-2, so they're clearly a capable team, but we haven't seen them play Lev yet, and so this is kind of, you know, the first time we're seeing these two play against each other right now. Purple gonna keep the bat chat, a simpler lineup this time. IS7s for pushing, 2 and 5 Bs for DPM, and VKs for that alpha damage and anchoring ability. Lev are still not running a light tank. They're actually going to get rid of the medium as well. They got a Kron Vaughn, a Triangle, 2 IS7s, IS4, a 2 and 5B, and a VK here on the map Wintermel. Alright, and for games 3 and 4, we're going to see on Wintermel. On the south spawn, Alev going to be rocking an A side play. A is definitely a south side advantaged position for this map. So Alev is just going to take care of that just fine. Despite not having a medium or light tank that typically ends up spotting that side, they're just going to step directly into A. And I think they'll take the cap lead, although are purple doubling? No, they're not doubling. It's just Choo Choo in the bat chat. Looks like they took out the previous bat chat player. I believe that was Chris. I think he's getting his loss there, maybe, which is why they took him out. So, fair enough. We did see him drive into a wall there, and maybe that was him not looking, or it was his loss. Hard to say. But purple did also grab the C base, so they've got 2 caps here. But the scary thing about going seaside on Wintermel is that sometimes if you're not careful, you can accidentally box yourself into the corner with no way out. So oftentimes you can see teams that just kind of, I'm kind of mousing it. It's not really very easy for you to see with the white screen, but you'll like hide here, I guess, all the way up to here and behind and in this corner. So use these rocks as cover and sometimes even these buildings, but that's usually not enough, and that just gives the other team too much map positioning. So I do like what purple are doing right now and kind of getting themselves some extra ground, even though there's not really too many tanks here. I mean, you see bullets here. Choo Choo's going to see if he can sneak a shot into his side, but Alev's not wasting any time on the other side of the map. They're just going to go for a direct push, and I'm actually going to quickly get over here with a faster speed camera just to kind of see what's going on. And yeah, Alev are not wasting any time with their push, and purple kind of let go of the B base, so they're going to give that to Alev. Gentleman taking some fast damage here. But Alev is going to continue that push. However, Fire in the Hole drives too far forward. He's going to open himself up to this entire lane. Yeah, and he's taking a lot of damage. And in fact, Papa Fry should be able to pick up the kill here. Why is he not looking for Fire in the Hole? There you go. Better. I don't know why he was looking otherwise. I guess he was just trying to cover Snow Fox first, which is honestly a fair play. But they should be able to pick up that kill now. So yep, it's a 1-for-1 trade. Looking at bullets here over on this side of the map, looks like Choo Choo and Platter were able to 2v1 him. So good rotation from purple. Choo Choo missing that shot, but it's okay. A kill does happen. And Alev a little bit overextended potentially in the C side. Purple were ready for it. They sent their takes back quickly, and they found an isolated Snow Fox. Sorry, an isolated... I don't even know who that was back there. I've already got short-term memory loss. But purple were able to respond to this push just fine. They've got 860 points. Papa Fries does get the kill. They're definitely going to get themselves on the board with this game. And even though RGK may or may not get this kill, purple's doing just fine here. It's a 4v2. Rock on the ground is isolated. RGK is not really able to help. He's just going to sit on C and try to stop the bases from ticking up too much, but it's not going to do anything. Choo Choo's got that kill. How do you miss that? I don't understand. That's the side of a VK7201K. That tank is massive. And Bullets and RGK are actually going to be able to double tap Platter because of that. There's no rock on the ground in RGK. We'll double tap him, but it's okay. RGK goes down. Purple's going to win this one on the caps. If Mustache misses. Okay, thank you for hitting that. But will get themselves on the board, absorbing the push from Alev quite nicely. I think it was it Blitz who was all the way on this alone in the IS-4? I think that's the tank that I had short-term memory loss about. Either way, Purple did a good job of isolating him while also sending the majority of their forces into the C corner. I think maybe Alev kept too many tanks in B, so they had less tanks to kind of help with the push. And it makes sense that you want to try going for cap, but see, like, Purple didn't have to put any tanks in the bases. They just focused on suppressing the push, and they did that quite well. So, good game 3 for Purple. Moving on to the 4th one, which will also be on Wintermel. Purple are finally going to bust out the 113 GFTs. We don't see them play it often. They haven't played it yet tonight, but they do bust them out now. Keeping the light tank, which again I do agree with. I think the Batch Hat's a great tank to have, and even though Alev is up in the set having not run one yet, you know, I still think it's a useful tool to have in almost any lineup really. But Alev seemed to think otherwise. You know, they're trying to go for their pushes, and you know, that's a thing that, you know, light tanks and medium tanks aren't that great at, is going for direct pushes, because they're very soft and easy to focus out, and then that's kind of like the main gun for the team, just eliminated quite easily. So they have to play a little bit more tactically, and so I'm guessing Alev just doesn't really want to have to deal with that. They're going to run 3 IS-7s, 2 215Bs, a Kron, and a VK, and Purple are not running any German super heavies here, but again, they are busting out one triangle of their own. Alev not running one this time around. Got something in my teeth there, it's kind of bothering me. I'll have to dig it out later. That is really bothering me, sorry. Anyway, we're going to get going with game number 4 between Purple and Alev. What's up, Amos? Welcome to the stream, Amos. Voidbreaker Crown. Ken, IDK Man, and Ivan, welcome y'all. Hope you guys are doing well. By the way, y'all, if you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube and you are interested in getting rewards for the stream, you can get rewards on your account directly credited for Wargaming by viewing the stream on the official portal. You can find it on the Wargaming Wordle Tanks Blitz website under the Tournaments tab and finding Blitzmaster's Resistance, or the links are pinned in my YouTube and Twitch chats if that's where you're watching from. So make sure that if you want rewards that you are watching from the portal. And if you don't care about rewards, then that's fine. Happy to have you viewing on YouTube or Twitch so that you can be in the chat. Unfortunately, rewards only work if you are on NA server. If your account is on NA. If you don't have an NA account, you're not going to be able to log in and watch rewards. Anyway, that's enough of me reminding you about that. Looks like Alev is hard committing towards the outside of the A push here, going with their IS-7s leading and the 2 and 5Bs cleaning up right behind. Looks like their focus fire target's going to be Ghost X. And the IS-7s, I like what they're doing, leading with the Tungsten to soften Ghost X up a little bit. Then the 2 and 5Bs are going to come right around for the cleanup. But Fire in the Hole did take a lot of focus fire damage. Looks like Mustache is trying to rotate back to help out, but it's not in time. Ghost X is dead. That's the 2 and 5B. Great DPM tank already gone. Lev's going to push directly into Elemental next. But they're actually looking at Snow Fox, who's all the way back here in the 2 and 5B. That's funny. You want to focus the good guns, so they're doing a good job of that. Also by keeping Fire in the Hole alive here. So great plays from Alev so far. Rock in the Ground is the new focus fire target. He will likely go down, but Elemental dies first, so it's a 7 on 5. Looking at the push elsewhere, looks like Choo Choo is dealing with RGK. So that's just interesting that they're focusing down the German Super Heavy, which has the most hit points and is the most durable. Now, unfortunately for Purple, Papa Fries is kind of stuck in between all of these tanks here. Papa Fries does go down, and Choo Choo still has not killed RGK. Really hit this shot, yes, so Purple does get a kill now. But it is a 6 on 3, things are not looking good. Platter's in a 2v1, he will fall. Mustache now has the entire Alev push. And this was really just a very simple game. Alev decided to sweep through the A side. They focused out the 2 and 5V, a soft tank that has a really good gun. So you're both, you know, killing a tank and also crippling their damage output by doing so. So great play from Alev there. Purple were not able to respond. RGK stayed alive long enough in the VK, anchoring down. And so not really a whole lot to break down there. That's just a clean game 3 from Alev. And they're already 1 away from winning this set. This is another best of 7. I don't know if I mentioned that at the start, but This is a best of 7, so first to 4 wins. So Love's only 1 away. So a great push from Alev, taking the outside, anchoring in the middle. Also, what's up, TNTN? That's Work, actually, I think. What's up, Work? David, welcome. Annoyed he gets by missed shots reminds me of a caller. I wouldn't call it annoyed. It's just, you know, something you got to point out, right? Because these are teams that are trying to compete for top 4. And if you're trying to compete for top 4, you can't be making mistakes like that. You know, it's pretty important to lock in. Anyway, we're on Castilla for the next map, it looks like. I do enjoy some Castilla gameplay. Purple has the north spawn, which is considered by many to be the better spawn. So they've got reasonable odds at keeping their chances alive to qualify. But even if they do win this game, they're going to have to fight Alev on Castilla North. So that'll be a little bit difficult, even if they do make it that far. So we'll see how it goes. Purple are rocking a Chieftain. They've been running a lot of 2 and 5Bs tonight, but it's going to be Chieftains on Castilla. The tank is definitely better for hull down play. And if you're on a map like Castilla, that can be pretty campy. You know, the 2 and 5Bs are better for playing like a British heavy that pushes. But if you're trying to play hull down and defensive, the 2 and 5B is not that great at it. Then I can understand why they'd pick a Chieftain. So we're seeing a couple of those. Alev, they're not even going to bother with 2 and 5Bs or Chieftains. They're just rocking some armor here. IS-7s, Triangle, Kron, Von VK. And an STB, actually, so a medium from them. Still no bat chats for Alev. They don't believe in the tank. Well, so what's up, Akame? Welcome. Sorry, I'm breaking the immersion of the intro video. Hee. But yeah, what up, Akame? And Ginny Jin, welcome. Hello, hello. Alright. And, Chris is not moving. That's not a good start. That is not a good start. Looks like his internet is causing probs. That's going to be difficult for them. This is an important game, right? They can't afford to lose any more. Loser of the set is out of the tournament. I don't know if I made that clear earlier. Yeah, loser of the set is out. Chris is finally waking up now, but it's 30 seconds in. When you're in the bat chat, right, you want to try to get your positioning quickly. And the Lev is just pushing through hard with 3 IS-7s, going for a C side push, and they are detected by Choo Choo, who's here in the Kronvon. And how is Purple going to react to this? Looks like they're getting side shots in. Gentleman's trying to farm Choo Choo out, but looks like Purple is somewhat ready. They've got Papa Fries here. Chris did put in a couple side shots, but Alev are locked into the side now. Ooh, Bullets. I was going to say he was getting into a good position where it would be difficult for Purple to dig him out, but they're able to shoot him in the side while he's getting up there. However, Fire in the Hole and Trim are pushing for Choo Choo, and they're being careful not to drive far enough forward for Papa Fries to get shots in. At this point, Choo Choo just trying to put in the last shots that he can, but Alev just takes Choo Choo out quickly. They're banking on finding a tank in that corner, and they did work him to death very nicely. Purple did put some good shots into Trim. He's going to see if he can sneak one into Elemental and Snowfox, but they are looking, so you want to be careful if you Trim here. The tank is reasonably good at peeking from something like this as long as you don't expose your angled pike. And since he's got kind of a bit of an angled ground area, it'll be very difficult for Purple to pen him. Gentleman's going to come from behind and try to deal with Elemental here. He's going to get picked off, but Purple counter pushing into Trim. And they're actually going to leave Fire in the Hole alone. They're just going to go for Bullets, but they also pick off Elemental as well. So currently advantage for Alev by 1 tank and about 2,000 hit points or so. And they're going to get Snowfox down, so Alev will keep the tank lead. Fire in the Hole is isolated. Platter's going to try to 1v1. Might be a bit difficult to pen an IS-7 and a face hug, but Platter not really having too many issues with it right now. But Alev is going to send Gentleman to help out, and Platter going to try to get around and run away. So good play from Platter in the micro there, but it's going to be very difficult for Purple to win this one. Ghost X is quite low. Chris is going to try to hunt down Rock on the ground, though, so that'll be a good pickup for him. Firing the hole actually does go down to Platter, so Platter picked up the kill. That's actually quite significant. Chris is going for Rock on the ground. He does get the kill. It's a 2-on-3, though. Extra tank advantage for Alev and triple the hit points. I don't see how Purple's going to bring this back, especially now that Papa Fries is between 3 Alev tanks right now. Gentleman will pick up the kill. No, he won't. He can't hit his shot. And it doesn't really matter too much for Alev. Obviously, it's a 3-on-1, but it's just something funny to point out every time. And unfortunately, the tank that spawned in 30 seconds late is the last left alive for Purple, and I think this might be the end of their tournament run. It was good to see Purple fight it out, but Alev will move on. And yeah, congrats to Alev for a nice 4-1 victory over Purple. Despite having the south spawn as well. Great push from those IS-7s, taking out that holding Kronvon quickly. Welcome to the stream, Shocked XRM. And USA, welcome. And yeah, great game there from Magix in the STB. And yeah, that's that, guys. That is the set. We can go ahead and take a look and see how some of the others are doing. Let me refresh the website, because I like looking at the website. It's a little bit cleaner than looking in-game. So let's get that going. It looks like DFM beats Garca 4-1 again. By the way, if you guys are interested in watching group number 1, Rose AFK is streaming today, so if you want to get some rewards through his stream, you can do so. No hard feelings if you leave me. And all the groups are not open. We have to zoom out in order to click that button and then zoom back in. Kind of annoying. But we saw Left beat Purple 4-1. MM beats SV 4-1. Ooh, so that's interesting, actually. Yesterday, SV 4-0'd MM, but MM 4-1's SV. So, right now, we are seeing some very non-upset groups here, because we saw that all of the fourth qualifying teams are out from the first day. Now, this is the third qualifying team Garca. This is the third qualifying team Purple. This is the third qualifying team MM. And if you look at group 4, ooh, okay, so this one, a little bit out of order. GP qualified on the third group, and they beat 1L 4-0, who qualified on the second group. So that actually seems to have happened twice. GP showing that they are a much better team than 1L, completely dominating them. And so RIP to 1L to MM, sorry, no, from 1L, SV, Purple, and Garca. It was a pleasure having y'all this season, but unfortunately it is your time. And so that means that in about half an hour, we're going to be seeing 4 sets play at the same time. Origin DFM, which will be streamed by Rose, and I am interested in watching this because I think DFM's a pretty good team from what I've heard. They took 2 games off of Joker, forced a tiebreaker in the first qualifier. We have Panda Alev, the rematch, where Panda and Alev had a pretty good showing yesterday. Panda did end up victorious, but that rematch will occur. Then Cozy MM, these teams have not yet played each other in this qualifier, or at all, I think. So Cozy MM, we'll see how that goes. And then Joker GP. So will there be any upsets, y'all? It is hard to say, but these are technically your top 8 teams. There is no official top 8 this season, just due to the way that Wargaming has set this up. There's only like a top 16 and then top 4 directly. But if you were to consider top 8, then GP, MM, Alev, and DFM make it, along with Origin, Panda, Cozy, and Joker, who are the expected top 4. But anyway, that's that. I mean, you can make the argument that Alev should be considered expected top 4 because they won their first qualifier, but I think in terms of overall NA performance and strength, Panda's been at the top a lot longer than Alev has, and more experienced in that. But, I mean, you can go either way with them, and I, for one, would love to see a close set between these two, of course, so let's hope that we can see that So yeah, mods at 10:05 Eastern, plus the 3 minutes of delay, so 10:08. That's when we want their prediction for Ponda Alive. So yeah, who is fire in the hole? Oh, I have the ability to check all the old names, but I'm not gonna do that on stream and stuff. But yeah, Riri is excuse me. Riri seems to be explaining them all. I think that's a funny username grouping. You know, it's the reference to the, you know, the Geometry Dash meme. But thinks he's the avatar. Lol. You just need like air in the valley or something. I don't know. That would be good memes. Anyway, let's go ahead. We've got half an hour. You might as well play some games. Let me just make sure that I'm not missing anything important. And we're good. Cool. Also, I think I have, yeah. No, we're good. All right, what do I want to play? Mad Games is open now, not realistic. Yesterday we played some realistic games. Today it's Mad Games. Personally not one of my favorite game modes. Probably one of my lesser favorite game modes. But we'll play it anyway. I mean, Leopard is, you know, your standard hee hee ha ha ram go bird tank. I'm curious to see if there's any interesting abilities. I don't remember a lot of them. 30B also has Ramber. I might play Caro. Caro could be fun. I enjoy the Caro and the 140 in this mode. I don't know if I had the 114 SP2 before. Okay, that's Invis and Ally boost, whatever. It's pretty boring. VZ, pretty bad. I don't know. I think we'll play Caro potentially. Maybe let's check out the triangles. Oh wait, doesn't the 113 GFT have the trash abilities? Yeah, those are trash. And then this one's pretty trash as well. Yeah, let's play some Caro. That could be fun. Not much of a Caro player normally, so let's do it. Never knew this team before. It was a good matchup with Joker Origin. Yeah, DFM's pretty good. I am excited to watch Rose's stream after tonight. Well, oh, you're asking about Cozy. Cozy's pretty good this season. Cozy's very good. Also, Nuke. I get wrecked. I'm selling this. What's up, Nuke? Haha. Got some goobers in the game chat. Love is weaker this season. Yeah, I mean, it can be argued either way. I think that the general expectation, not to disrespect you, Riri, and the Elev team, but, you know, historically, Ponda's always been a top 4 team. Elev, you guys have your first top 4, and you beat them last season, which, again, congrats on. But if I were to make a prediction, I would have to go with Ponda. That being said, y'all got 2 games off of them yesterday. If you can take 2 games and then 2 more games off today, you win, right? And you make top 4. And that would be a great statement of a set. See if we can get maybe a crossfire going over here. No, we're not going to shoot into that. Nuke is over there. What do we do? We could get behind Nuke and just four clip him. That would be very toxic, but very doable. You're saying attack Nuke and lose. I'm sorry. Oh, I have to go all the way around. Okay. So he fired. He goes invis. We're losing tanks over there, though. Oh, dear. It's their M60. Oh, hello. Ah, he pens me there. Well played. Oh, my ability is not activating. I had my ability is my 7 key. I forgot that got reset. Ability is supposed to be Q. So I had the wrong ability out. Or I wasn't using my ability. He called me a shitter. Ha ha ha. I feel that. He's my buddy. Don't worry about the trash talk. Nuke's a buddy. I'm not offended. But yeah, I didn't use my ability because it was bound to my 7 key because my controls got reset. I'm dead. I heal up. Do I just use this? Yeah, the Kara is gonna kill me. I had to. But our team just kind of got rocked by them. So they have an E100, 2 E100s, and an M60, and they all have that crew thing, which is really good for them because they have the ability to kind of like boost each other's reloads. So that's a very nice thing that they have going on. So very well played for them, honestly, to stick with each other and stuff. Wish our Sheridan hit that because then we'd be able to kill this guy. But it's whatever. I think I might have bounced a shot there as well. He does get the kill, so well played. We targeting the purple dudes. Elvis, what is up? You not a purple fan? Got a platoon invite. I will be playing solo. Let's try Caro again. This time I will have the correct ability bound. Also, we need to be doing some damage. There's like this 100,000 to get 15 levels in the battle pass. That's pretty sick. And then get some damage for some snippets as well as this background, which I think is a hilarious background, by the way. It's a grandma blowing up tanks and stuff, blowing up a barn. I don't know. It's pretty badass. Standing on a Matilda. That's awesome. I love that background a lot, actually. Very goofy and silly. Also looks like we unlocked week 2, W. 1 versus 11, not again, surely. We will see. We will see. Forgot to bet channel points. The prediction will be open, I think. I don't think it's opened yet for Ponda 11. Also, everyone who's watching, who's chatting in YouTube, make sure you guys have the portal open again. There is an official portal. You all can get rewards for it. Alright, let's... We shot him out of his invis. That's something, I guess. So he's not going to be able to invis ram our T-54 or 4202. Maybe we can get to this position here and cause some chaos. Our IS-7's going to do it. Fair enough. Well, I, for one, will stick here. Maybe we'll just target this guy. 1, 2, and he's dead. Haha. He just dies. Unfortunately, though, our mediums are kind of getting themselves into some trouble. 54 is dead already. They had help from a 60 TP, so they're going to take that corner. However, their 30B got railed. I might actually be able to sweep back in and reclaim it for our team. Let's see if we can try it. Maybe that 30B will nuke me, maybe not. We'll see, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not really able to push that 30B, which is kind of a bummer, because it means that I will likely get rammed out by him. Kara 45, what did I do? Yep, there's a 62. And there is this guy. So we'll get the double kill. Nice. And now the 60 TP is invising into me. So I'm dead. But we did get 2 kills. Yeah. There's no way I'm going to be able to avoid 3 invis tanks. That's just the fun of Mad Games. If you don't have invisibility, there's not much you can do. I just don't want to play those tanks because I don't think it's very fun. You're going to bet all your money the moment pawn is up 3-0. The prediction is going to close before the set begins, so you can't do that, unfortunately. Apex players are trash. I am in the Apex clan. Thank you for sharing. Am I getting invited to a tournament team? Is there a tournament tonight? Imagine me playing a tournament during a tournament stream. That'd be memes. Yeah, well, unfortunately, Caro is just not enough, huh? Caro's just not enough. And a 4-2 is complaining about me. I needed 500 damage. Well played, buddy. We'll try it one more time. But really, Invis ram tanks are just so busted. There's really nothing you can do to counter them. You can only pray that they go for someone else. Still not touching pubs? Skittles McPimp, I will never play pubs again until they change the matchmaking. I am not going to subscribe to their skill-based matchmaking change. I'm not going to let them think that I'm okay with it by playing. So, to answer your question, yes, I am still not touching pubs. And until the change is reverted, that is how it's going to be. I have another announcement that I will make regarding the situation later. Probably at the end of the tournament. Because I don't want to distract the viewers from a pleasurable tournament viewing experience, right? That's what everyone's here for. Not the rewards, surely. No worries there. Let's see if we can just nuke him. Nope. Unfortunate. And he reloads to get that shot into me. That's actually insane. This intro clip sucks. But at least we were able to hold back their Caro. Lee is now incredibly low on HP. Their Sheridan's trying to make a sneaky play for me. He's not going to get it. I'm forgetting, does our 113 have... Yeah, and since the Sheridan fired, I can just do this, right? Oh, he had his ability. Dang it. I should have just waited for the 132 to do that. Why did I push? That's my fault. I threw that game. Whatever. We're not going to play this tank anymore. That was my fault, though. Is your stream delay? 3 minutes. Yeah, that was a bit of a dum-dum, I won't lie. I don't want to play a ram invis tank. They're not fun. They're not fun. Also, Silly Goose, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Y'all, we are about 20, or we're about, how far are we? We're 34 followers away from our goal of 2.6k followers on YouTube, or on Twitch. So, if you guys are watching the stream and you are enjoying it, make sure to please subscribe to me on YouTube and follow me on Twitch. Twitch is my main streaming platform, but since you guys are watching on YouTube, you know, you'll probably easily be able to find my YouTube channel. And yeah, I would really appreciate you guys subscribing, following. It motivates me to continue to do this, you know, motivates me to know that I have people that are interested and, you know, enjoy what I do. So yeah, please, I encourage you to follow/sub on these platforms. Thankfully, the enemy, I don't think they have any invis rammers. I don't know if the PTA is an invis rammer or not, but I don't think it is. So let's actually just do this. Oh, got their 268s pre-aiming me. Cringe. Oh, do I just die? Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough, fair enough. I thought I'd take a risk there. It didn't pay off. It did not pay off, but I don't really regret it. Also, I can heal the 121, so let's just do that. Might as well. Also, I got packet. Did I get lost there and drive out of it? Don't know what that was. Oh shoot, this guy's making a very play. We'll just continue to heal the 121, honestly. He's taking damage faster than I can heal him, but, you know, Eventually, we'll get him into shape. There VZ's back there. And I can't heal the 1-2-1 anymore. That's there VZ. Where's he looking? I'd like to heal myself a bit. Unfortunately, me shooting him does not heal me because he's got that ability. Let me shoot the bat chat, get some damage into him. Nice. That's great. Great result. Our team's starting to push up here. Hopefully the 268 doesn't hit us. Let's seal the E3 up a little bit. Give him some confidence to take a hit, potentially. Here we go. Well played, buddy. And now we'll push. Don't want to go too far because of that guy back there. What's going on? Yeah, there's the 268. Heal up. They have 2 bases, though, so something to consider. You lose a tank. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate indeed. How'd he hit that? I don't know how he hit that. I really don't. I don't know. But he don't launch his back. I'm probably in trouble. Yeah, I die. I don't know how he hit that shot. That's actually ridiculous. He did not have the gun depression to do that. Y'all, we are not playing well today. We're going to go 0 for 4. That is crazy. I mean, that game's just... It's just if you're not in a RAM invis tank, it's just so difficult. Like, you know what? Let's just play it just for the hell of it, right? Just to show you what I mean. Like, this should not be difficult at all. This should be very easy. I don't play anymore, slightly above average, couldn't care if I wanted to. Yeah. I mean, it's mad games. But if you're talking about pubs and skill-based matchmaking, why not play rating? Because ratings is a cesspool. Ratings is not a good mode. There is a way to counter RAM tanks. You log off, stop playing. True, true. You're not wrong. Found them. He thinks he's caught me or something, bruh. You have not, in fact, caught me. I think someone else just invis there, but, like, what are you gonna do? You can't ram me, and you don't deal damage to me. Best he can hope to do is just try to get around me or something. We are starting to get some loss here. You can see the loss says 0% on the bottom, but whenever it says loss, even if it says 0%, that means that you're starting to get some. And we're just gonna ram this guy to death. Why waste a shell? 4K5 right there. And he's going to greatly enjoy his life. So fun. So easy. Like, what's he gonna do about that? Nothing. It's so simple. You just do dumb things in the leopard and just not get away with it because I can invis my way out of it. Hee. Yeah, that's all it takes, guys. Just play a RAM invis tank. There's no problem. Also, thank you for the Twitch sub Palkia and for the follows on Twitch from Viking North Pillows and Aaron Shot. Good to have you all in here. Appreciate it, y'all. You guys appreciate my content. Thank you. Also, I'm not trying to plug my merch, but I am wearing my 34 Wappy Chad emote shirt, so hee. There we go. And we just finished the quest outright. See, RAM invis just makes life so easy. Granted, that Rockfield game I threw. I am willing to accept that, but the other ones I don't think I did. fast I just couldn't really... yeah, I mean, I guess I kind of threw this one too, won't lie. I didn't think that the Kara was looking my way. So that's on me. But yeah, Leo's just like, haha, funny. Ram. Be goofy. Go back to playing greetings where you're not needed here. Draconic, you can ban Elvis if you'd like. He's not adding anything valuable to the chat. If you could ban him, I'd be fine with it. I don't care if you're like, oh, Apex bad, hee hee ha ha, but what you're not gonna do is talk shit to my moderators. They work very hard for me, and I appreciate them. Draconic especially. So, yeah, don't fuck with my homies. That's where I draw the line. Why is our grill already dead? He rammed their... Okay. He rammed their E75. What's the point? And our bill's dead now, too. Why? What is going on? If we win this game, too, that just shows how stupid this tank is. Okay, we bounced that one. Fair enough. He's got good armor. Okay, our team's just dying too fast here. Whatever. Yeah, tough day. Tough day today. Rest of our team making any moves? Someone's all the way back there. Who was that? I don't know. That's the 4K5. Fair enough. All right. Yeah, rough day for Mad Games. I don't like this game mode at all. It is bottom 3 for me. I would say bottom 3 are Mad Games, Bad Games, Burning Games, and Gravitizing. Stream how you can get the viewing currency? Yes, Ryan O'Neill. You can go ahead. Actually, this is probably a good time for me to show the rewards portal. So what you guys can do is go to the tournament either through the in-game website or through the link that is pinned in chat. And then that will take you to, well, I guess I'll show you how to do it from the home screen. So this is just the Watt Blitz website, wattblitz.com. You log in. This only works if you have an NA account, but you log in on the top right. Then you go to the Tournaments tab here up top. And then Blitzmaster's Resistance is the tournament that is being streamed. And then you can either watch Rose AFK, who is currently doing his own gameplay. He's playing pubs right now and probably having a little bit more success than me. And you can either watch him or you can go back and watch mine. But yeah, so you want to make sure that the blue numbers are ticking. And that means that, you know, that your rewards are ticking up. It goes from 9 p.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern. And then you want to watch for an hour and 50 minutes to get max rewards. So yeah, make sure that if you guys are watching through the portal, you go ahead and do it like that. Anyway, yeah, it looks like Rose is probably having better games than I. Although he might... Oh, he is playing on NA. I see some NA clans. I don't recognize many of them, though. Interesting. Okay. He's looking at every single player. I wonder if he's talking about the skill-based matchmaking or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, that's how you do that. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get the next portion set up here, which is Honda versus Alev, the rematch. Exciting stuff, y'all. Exciting stuff. So it'll take a minute to do that. This time Panda's here quickly and Alev is not. Hoo-hoo. I know yesterday Panda loved taking their time. Sorry I'm so quiet, I'm just kind of getting everything all configured here. Stick in chat, y'all be calm in the chat. Ready for saying he is my new favorite thing. I am Michael Jackson. Alright, let's go ahead and show the teams. Oh, I was not in the right thing. Here we go. Oop. Did I not update the... Okay, we did update the logos. We're good here. We are good. And I guess I should talk about the maps as well briefly. We've got Normandy for this first one, which you can probably tell again if you recognize the mini-maps. So we've got Normandy and then Lagoon. Those two maps are guaranteed. As long as the set is not a 4-0, we're going to be seeing Ghost Factory and Vineyards the Tiebreaker. An asymmetrical tiebreaker map. Don't think I like that pick, but unfortunately, that is going to be a thing. We are going to be seeing Panda readied up already with 2 triangles, 2 VKs, 2 and 5Es and IS7, so keeping it simple with their lineup. They've got, you know, 72s to anchor, 113s are flexible firepower / armor, 2 and 5Es are raw firepower, I7 to lead pushes. Ranger going to be running that. No light tank today for, I guess I shouldn't say today, but no light tank for game 1 here for Panda. And Alev, they will keep a bat chat. Actually, they didn't run a single bat chat last set. They will now. Magic's in it. 1 triangle, 3 IS4s, and 2 mouse. So I'm interested to see why they're running 3 IS4s. I mean, the tank does have super speed. It's nice. But, I don't know. Didn't realize that this tank would be that special. Anyway, 1 minute until the game begins. I guess I got a QD map intro as well. Normandy here. Yeah, Panda are coming in from the winner's side. They beat Alev 4-2 yesterday in a pretty good set, I would say. It was enjoyable. But Panda have had time to prepare. They didn't have to play a first set today. They've been in the grand finals already, so they just kind of sat back and relaxed. They were probably watching streams, seeing what Alev were planning on running. They may have seen that, you know, Alev didn't run a single bat chat last set, so they're preparing for maybe no light tank gameplay. But Alev is pulling a sneaky in the running ones, so I guess something interesting to keep in mind. Anyway, we can go ahead and prepare for our first match here, first game of the match, which will be here on Normandy. Alev are doubling D though, and I think they get the base a little bit quicker, having that light tank useful for them. Also, I forgot to reset the scoreboard again. Hee hee, my bad. But we are all good now. And 11 are mostly boxed up here on D. They have the cap lead, so they don't really need to make any sort of crazy plays. Also, positioning on from rock on the ground here, you can actually sneak yourself around this little prong in this bunker and get yourself in a nice hold down spot. Takes a little bit of practice to get it down. Rock on the ground did it well without me watching, unfortunately, so you don't get to see how it's done, but he snuck there. But he did get lit, actually, and Ranger got lit as well. So now Alev, Ponda both know that, you know, there's a tank on D, or a tank on A for both teams, but they're just gonna hold tight here, just be a little bit relaxed for now. The position that Ranger is in is a little bit more flexible. He's actually gonna leave. He's going back, you know, through the bottom, but his position is a little bit more flexible. It's easier for him to get in and out. Rock on the ground, it's very kind of difficult for him to get into that position and out of it, but just something to think about. It's not really that big of a deal, but yeah, Rock on the ground does not know that Ranger has left the position entirely. Magic's going for some blind firing into that area of the map, but Ponda's just chilling on C right now. Sherman has taken a hit, but Ponda not really seeing a need to make big moves right now. They're just holding back. Their 2 and 5 Bs are holding tight. Imorax is sitting directly in the bush, a predictable position, and Alev could blind fire it. We did see some blind firing occurring last time we watched this map. I forget who the teams were that were playing on it. It might have been Grim, but I don't remember. It's been a minute, but you know, we watch a lot of sets every season. It's hard to remember who played what, but blind firing is a thing that can occur, so make sure that you're careful if you do sit in that bush. Magic's the only light tank in this game. Going to try to see if he can get more info, but not finding anything right now. Ponda is completely set up on the C side. They don't have anything on A. Alev have 2 tanks there, and know that Ranger's spotted in the middle. Alev knows that they rotated out. Rock on the ground's probably going to make a move. He is. It takes a little bit of time to get out of here, but he does, so good reaction from Alev, and he's got super speed. He's going to go right back in to join the main team, but Ponda is moving in now. Steven taking some shots in the opening, but in come the 2 and 5 Bs now that the first volley has been fired, and they will try to see if they can push around the outside here. Gentleman is in a good spot in the 113 GFT to get some farms, and it looks like Ponda's taking a lot of hits. Uh-oh. My stream is down. Oh dear. We're going to do our best to keep things going here. Looks like Sherman goes down. Uh-oh. Pafloopy getting nuked, Steven getting nuked. Okay, stream's back. Uh-oh. We were only down for a second. Sorry about that, y'all. Oopsie daisy. Looks like that probably would have happened 3 minutes ago for you guys anyway, but I don't know if you missed any of this occurrence, but it looks like Ponda went for a push. Alev were pretty much prepared for it. And RGK, he's probably going to get picked off by Pagman if he's able to hit a shot. Can he hit the shot, actually, is the question. There's a rock here, but sorry, I'm not really looking at something important right now. Overall, Alev just kind of pushed through. Sorry, Ponda pushed through. Alev were ready for it. Sorry, guys, I got really distracted by the fact that my internet went out. Kind of got quiet there. But Alev actually going to take game 1. I'll try to break that down after the fact, considering the fact that, again, yeah, I was kind of distracted and kind of yapping a little bit while my stream was going down. But yeah, Alev started to react to Ponda's push. They brought Rockin' the Holdback, who does have super speed in order to get himself back. And yeah, I see a ping in my channel about stream going died. Yeah, I did notice that my stream went down. For me, it was like 3 minutes into the fight. It was right as the push was occurring, which is really bad timing. So I got distracted. But yeah. Alev do take the first game with a very nice push. And they're going to run double bat chat now for game number 2 on Normandy. They have not been running light tanks at all this season, but now they're, I shouldn't say this season, I don't know how much I've watched them, but they didn't run any yesterday or in the first set. And now they're running 2 of them. So it's very interesting to note. We can get back into the training room view. Yeah, guys, I apologize for the internet. We're not having like the intermittent down thing that used to happen a lot in the past. like for the qualifiers. This is probably something different, but it was only down for a couple seconds. Normally it would take like several minutes to get back going again. But Lev's got a very interesting lineup for this game, so they're going to have the south spawn this time, and they're going to put maybe a concept might go down to the group spot, or he'll be used elsewhere, we will see, but triple triangle and double batch that's a very crazy strat. A 2 and 5V for a little bit of extra firepower. Ponda are rocking double VK, triple triangle, IS7, and 2 and 5B. So yeah, last game was basically, I've already said it for the most part. Lev was ready for the Ponda push. That's all I need to say. They were ready for the Ponda push. They got some good bleeds in the early game, and yeah. Their way to watch EU? Unfortunately, you can't get rewards, but you can watch the EU tournaments from other channels. I know Nino is streaming in English. I don't know if anyone else is streaming it in English or other languages. I think we've got Pyroblast is streaming it, Manu, and I don't remember all the others. There's a lot of EU people streaming it, which is pretty cool to see. You know, there's a lot of interest in the European region. Makes sense, it's a much larger server. Anyway, let's focus on this game here. Alev's got double bat chats. One of them, Magic's, gonna get Alev an early cap lead again. But then the other one, Bullets, was just going for a little bit of spotting information. Ponda's actually mostly committed towards the A side, which is an interesting thing to see. They've spotted RGK, who doesn't pull all the way forward to the group spot. Probably pretty smart to kind of play it back a little bit more. So good adaptation from him. But ooh, Magic's took a hit. What happened there? Pagman hit Magic's. And he's got to be careful not to get shot by Amorax. I think he knows that there's probably someone there. But Magic's playing that a little bit smarter, and he's not going to drive forward. Oh, maybe he is. Gentleman's here. Amorax hits fire in the hole, though, instead of going for Gentleman or Magic's. He might take a hit of his own. No, he's pretty far back and in a good position. So Alev realizing, okay, we might have overextended here. Fire in the hole is going to back out. Rock on the ground, maybe doing the same, but uh-oh, are we going to see a double tap from Ding Dong and Pagman? Looks like they're not able to get their guns down in time, but Gentleman could be in trouble. Yeah, ooh, this is going to be a double tap into Gentleman. Uh-oh, that's one. Why did Pagman back up? Okay, it does connect the shot, though, and that's a double tap. Huge overextension from Alev, and they are 4,000 hit points down right now, y'all. RGK stops A, so Alev will have the caps. Ooh, he doesn't even stop A. He gets hit by Sherman, who is now in the bunker spot. Haha, I didn't even watch him get into this one either. I was maybe thinking I'd paid more attention to it, but stuff was happening elsewhere, so it is what it is. RGK is not going to keep trying to stop A. And Alev is just getting completely railed right now, y'all. It is a 6,000 hit point difference. Ponda has barely dropped 1,000 HP, and Alev's already lost a tank. I don't even see where Rock on the Ground died, but it's not looking good for them, y'all. It's just not. RGK is in a 1v1 with Sherman. Oh, actually, Bullets is going to help out, so maybe there is going to be something happening here. Yeah, Bullets should actually be able to pick up this kill with an okay roll. Well, actually, you'd need a pretty good roll for that, but just looking elsewhere, I suppose. Ponda's continuing their push. Gentlemen will fall to Paffy and Rax. They're hitting their shots here, no problems. There you go, good stuff. What you expect to see, Trim kind of hiding in the back in the 2 and 5B. You know, playing a little bit of a support role, but he's just going to go down very quickly. And yeah, a lot of just weren't ready, I guess. They just didn't expect to see Rax in that position. I don't know. They just started pushing forward, maybe assuming that since Ponda did have a lot of tanks initially spotted A, that they didn't rotate back, but Ponda was very ready for it. And the triple triangles did prove very useful for them. Magic's gets picked, Bullets gets picked, and now it's just RGK left alone in the concept. So Ponda will equalize this one 1-1. Very nice. Steven should get the final kill here. He does. We are even now in the set. Good competitive start. We are not seeing any 4-0s today. W. And Ding Dong on top of 3.6. Good job. And a very nice game 2 for Ponda. Moving on to the next map, Lagoon. We get that all set up here. And it seems that we're seeing Alev now running triple triangle potentially. They're like, okay, if Ponda can use it, maybe we need to use it, right? So, yep, they've got a lot of them. I mean, Alev did run it game 1, so, I mean, I suppose that they're equally likely to pick it, and they do so this time around. Ponda keeping the double German super heavy this time as well. Mouse VK, both of them are pretty good in the current meta. Mouse a little bit less often used, but still very strong. It's a very good at, you know, getting in the way, being a nuisance, and its DPM was buffed recently, so it's gone as, well, it's not amazing, it's not all that bad anymore. Lev opting for a VK90, the third, I guess, most popular German super heavy. We haven't really seen any E100 play, but VK90 we have seen occasionally. But it's mostly VK, followed by Mouse, and then followed by VK90. I should say VK72, then Mouse, then VK90. Should probably specify. 2 triangles for Ponda, 3 for Lev. 1 light tank for both teams, so Ranger is going to bust out his Bat Chat to counter magics. And then an IS-7 for Ponda, as well as 1, 2, and 5B. Lev has 2 of those. So those are our lineups here. And we can go ahead and introduce our next map, Lagoon. Lagoon's also got a very nice map intro. I'm a big fan. Yeah, let's go ahead and get right into things. We loaded in a little bit before, I should say the map intro finished a little bit before everyone else loaded in, so we get to see how both teams drive right from the spawn, and it looks like Alev is not really a hard commit C because they do have tanks going elsewhere, but it is a pretty big commit C. I'm guessing that, you know, Gentleman's just going to hold back really tightly, and Rock and Fire are just going to be holding back themselves. Bullets and Trim actually do get spotted there. I can't tell if that was Ranger or someone else. Maybe it was Steven, but 2 Alev tanks spotted with big aggression. But Ponda's kind of doing the same thing that Alev is doing, where they've got 2 triangles kind of covering the area. The only difference is that Alev is playing more of their tanks a little bit further forward. Bullets is actually going to drive up on this ramp here and take the upper hill. But Alev has not yet stepped into a base, and that means that Ranger, in his Bat Chat, will be able to snag a base. I am stuttering really badly, guys. Pappy does take a hit to Gentleman, though. So, Ponda now knows that Gentleman's on this side, Trim's on the other side. Trim takes a hit, actually. Bullets is on the other side. Those are the tanks that have been spotted so far, but looks like Rax and Pagman, who both fired, are now lit. Alev knows something is going on, but Ponda are going to take a second base. Steven in the Mouse going for B-cap, and RGK can't reset. He's going to try, but I don't think he's going to have it. Nope. He's actually not going to back up enough to get spotted. Just kind of fired into the rock there. Very great shot there from RGK. And yeah, Alev have 2 bases before. Ponda has a single one. Or sorry, Ponda had 2 bases before. Alev has a single one. However, Alev will take A away from Ponda. But Ponda's not worried about that. They're mostly rotated away at this point. Ranger's still here in case Magix decides to overextend, and he actually does take a hit there. So Ranger sneaking that in. And since Gentleman fired, Ranger can actually cross safely, no problem. He's going to play it carefully, but don't take, yeah, you can't take a free hit here. Ooh, looks like RGK actually has a crossfire into Sherman. So some shots are being traded. There is some gameplay occurring in the opening game. It's not just 2 teams kind of waiting out the caps. But that being said, Alev does need to make some sort of play because they're down by a good amount of bases at this point. Ding Dong is going to proxy bullets, prevent him from moving around unspotted. He's also getting vision of the sea cat, potentially, if Alev tries to move in there, so I like the play from Ding Dong. That's a good position. And he is supported quite nicely as well. He's got Ranger behind him. He's got Rax. Is Pac-Man still here? Pac-Man's starting to move away. But I do like Panda's setup here. It looks quite good. Quite strong. Gentleman maybe starting to make moves in the center. He's looking towards Paffy's location. He's going to blind fire Paffy, actually. He's directly looking there. He does blind fire it. Great shot from Gentleman. Good awareness. He doesn't know if he hit it or not, but he did. Paffy's not going to fire, though. Not going to let Gentleman know that yet. But Sherman moving in. He's going to see if maybe he can spot him. Yep, he spots Gentleman. Does Paffy have a shot? Not sure. Panda's starting to move in, though. Steven's spotted. He's moving in. He might get a light on RGK. He does, but Panda needs to start making moves on this side of the map, potentially. Because Paffy's low and could be a source of weakness. Yep, Steven spotting in the middle. RGK is pushing into him. But Steven looking at Gentleman. Gentleman's just going to be able to dip down and put a shot in. And he's going to take 1,000 damage. And Alev just going to rotate in on Steven, who seems a little bit overextended, but is that what Panda wants? Are they going to try to crash in around Alev, who are crashing around Steven? Like, is this some sort of, you know, pushception going on here? Not sure. Maybe Panda just straight up threw a tank away. They are a lot of hit points down. And Panda's going to try to pick up an isolated rock on the ground, but in come Trim and Fire in the hole to try to help out there. They double tap Sherman in the side. He's taking a lot of damage. Rock on the ground is still alive as well. Pac-Man bouncing the shot, taking another one from Rock on the ground. This is not what you want to see if you're Panda right now. They do get the 2 kills though, so they are up on the tanks briefly. Fire in the hole should pick up this one though. Don't miss that, thank goodness. Ranger is farming, and Panda do have 2 bases again. They've grabbed A back, so they now have 2 bases. Bullets may be worth stepping in to be, hard to say, or pull Magics all the way out there, but Lev do pick up Pac-Man, so it's a 5-on-4. They have the tank lead and the HP lead. Caps are still something to consider, but not quite that bad yet. Ranger, though, being able to pick up a kill of his own. Magic's trying to farm out the best he can, but things are starting to turn around back in Panda's favor a little bit more, but they lose Paffy. And where's Amarex? I can't even see him, bro. So, no, never mind. I was completely wrong. I thought maybe Panda was starting to pull it back, but Bullets was side-hugging Amarex, and that's a weakness of the triangle, of course, is you are completely inflexible to being pushed in the side. And oh my goodness, what happened to Ranger? Ranger, what happened? Did he push out in front of all 3 love tanks there? That is a big ouch there. Panda were maybe starting to claw back a little bit, but not anymore. He's going to try to claw around for Fire in the hole, but now more Bullets are just going to be able to pick up Ranger, no problem. Fire in the hole does it anyway. Ouch. I mean, granted, I don't know if he would have been able to get away from all of them anyway, but yikes, man. That's a big ouch. And the Love will actually take game 3 as well, so they are fighting back pretty hard here. They are now up in the set again. They were able to crash on Steven, who definitely overextended in the middle. Panda wasn't really ready to kind of capitalize off of that. They did eventually kill Rock in the ground, but that took them a good amount of time. And in that time, Alev just widened their lead so large that Panda were never really able to close that gap. RGK on top with 4K. Well played. Tough one for Panda there, but spawns will swap. They have an opportunity to run it back from the southwest corner. And T100 for Panda. No bat chat. Alev going to be swapping out Magix, actually. Maybe not super happy with his performance. Maybe giving him a break. Maybe his internet's a little goofy and perhaps silly. Maybe like mine. Hee hee. But no, Bullets is going to be rocking the bat chat. The team captain. Mystican. And right now they only have 6 players, and who's their 7th? It's Magix. Okay, Magix is back. Maybe double bat chat. We'll see, we'll see. No, he's in an IS4. Okay, fair enough. But okay, so 1 triangle, 2 2 and 5 Bs, so VK90. They're keeping RGK in that. He played well last game. Panda getting rid of the mouse. They got 2 VKs of their own, 2 triangles, 2 IS7s. A T100. Why T100 over bat chat? I'm curious. I suppose we will find out. And Oliver's still loving the IS4s. Didn't expect to see the tank used that much, but I mean, super speed does do wonders. Is the stream or am I tripping? There were some issues with the stream earlier, but I think they are resolved now. It went down for like 10 seconds. Hopefully it didn't cause y'all too many issues with the portal. Welcome everyone new in the chat, y'all. If you're trying to watch the stream to get your official rewards, you gotta log in through the Wargaming website and then watch in the portal, which you can find from the Tournaments tab, or you can find the link pinned in my YouTube and Twitch chats. So make sure that you are logged in if you want to get rewards, and this also only applies to the NA server. So if you're on EU or Asia, unfortunately you're not able to get rewards from this North American stream. But you can watch your own stream to get rewards tomorrow and Sunday as well. But yeah, back to the game here. Looks like Ponda aggressing with her IS-7s right through the middle, maybe trying to find Bullets, but Bullets playing well in the bat chat, going to spot those tanks. He's going to get right out. Ponda's not going to find anyone there, and Alev's going to take this opportunity to grab C. Bullets finally does get spotted eventually by those IS-7s, but he is safe. Great play from Alev there, getting him out. Or I should say great play from Bullets in particular. That's very good light tank awareness and, you know, knowledge of the fact that, you know, if you don't go immediately, if you waste any time at all, you're just going to get double tapped by IS-7s potentially. So I like the play from Ponda, but really good bat chat awareness from Bullets to get out of there. That's a very good play. Something that sometimes could go unnoticed because of, you know, all the things going on in the game. Very hard for me to call out a lot of really good micro plays in particular, just because I've got to watch 14 different players, but I could definitely appreciate that one for sure. That being said, Ponda has taken a lot of map positioning by throwing those IS-7s in the middle. They are down in the bases, so they will need to push eventually, but they've already got IS-7s in good positions to do so. However, Alev does know where those two IS-7s are. I don't know if RGK can spot them if they try to leave. It looks like it's going to be really close, but my guess is no. But I don't see why the IS-7s want to leave from behind anyway. They'd probably just want to push forward. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on where Ponda's thinking of rotating. They could definitely go back towards C. That's where Alev is sort of set up. They've got Rock on the ground up top. Bullets maybe doing some spotting of his own eventually. But Ponda are just... they're holding tight for now. They're set up on A. They've got reasonable positions in their tanks. Pef will be holding up the rear. He actually gets lit, doesn't spot anything in return. That was probably Bullets in the bat chat, with that amazing view range that the bat chat does have. So what is the move here? Ponda are down on the bases. They need to make a play. This could be a little bit scary for them. Remember, y'all, the winner of this set qualifies to top 4. The loser is eliminated from the tournament. And so this set really matters. Last season, Alev defeated Ponda to give them 4th place, and Alev ended up getting 3rd. But Ponda is back for revenge. And they're going to start with a push into fire in the hole here. I don't think he spotted all those tanks. Rack, Steven, and Pagman are going to get in unspotted, but Sherman and Ding Dong crashing in, and they find fire in the hole. They found their isolated tank. Alev, we're not ready for this. He's got his speed boost. He's going to back out away from Steven, but he's just going to back right into Ding Dong and Sherman, getting himself probably double tapped for the kill here. And now Magix is going to be the next focus fire target. And Ponda's push is looking quite good, but Ding Dong is now low. Sherman is around the corner, so Alev will have to expose themselves if they want to push through. Sherman putting one more shot in. He's probably going to get killed here. Alev looking good with their counter push. And Ranger's actually going to be sent into Rock on the ground. Ponda finding an isolated target here, and he will quickly go down. Ranger should be able to pick this one up. 322. Might take an extra shot after this one. No, he rolls high enough. Well played. And Ponda are now up on the hit points, but the tanks are even. Bullets is actually going to be counter pushing into Pagman. He misses one shot. He misses a second shot. Bullets, come on, man. Pagman needs to be taken out. No, maybe he only missed one shot. Never mind. I don't know. He put in some shots there. I couldn't really tell, but Pagman does kill Gentleman. It's a 4v4. Blitz is behind Pagman and Alev. They are all together, but Panda's kind of got them surrounded. However, though, Amorax is being pushed by RGK, and this is awkward here. It's a turretless tank, and yeah, he forces the miss. That's a great play from RGK, shoving Rax, making him miss. Trim able to pick up the kill, and now it's a 3v2 in Alev's favor as they trade 2 tanks for 1. Paflupi now has 2 tanks on him, and Blitz is still alive in the bat chat. He's going to be able to float around. Granted, Ranger is alive for Panda, but this tank is a little bit less able to flex around the map right now. That being said, he's got reasonably good DPM, and he should be able to pick up Trim in this 1v1 now, and Trim is not able to put the shots in. Ranger's actually playing this incredibly well, not allowing Trim to put in a shot at all, and RGK is going to try to help Trim out with this, but Trim with the miss. What's going on here, yo? Ranger's absolutely cooking Trim right now, and he activates his reactive a little bit too late to come back here. Going to try to put a shot into Paflupi instead, but he goes down. Now all of a sudden, Panda's looking all right here. Granted, it's still not over. RGK's got a lot of hit points to work with. Blitz is hiding back there unspotted. He picks up Paflupi, and Ranger's probably realizing that he needs to try to hunt down Blitz. He is a 2-shot, but Ranger's first play is to grab the C base, and I like this decision from Ranger. Stopping Alev's cap lead from being a thing, potentially. No, he's not going to step in. I feel like he has the time to step in, and Blitz is actually going to get A. And Ranger's pretty far away from A. So that's actually potentially going to give even more of a cap lead to Alev. No, Blitz will back out, maybe thinking that Ranger is defending the A base, which actually, in hindsight, might have been an even better idea. But no, Blitz steps onto it briefly, but he does have RGK support as well, so Ranger's not really going to be able to find him easily here. He's going to get proxied in a second. Blitz is exposed, though. Ranger might find him, but he's not looking in the correct direction. And they brush past each other, barely not spotted. Ranger's not going to be able to find RGK or Blitz, who are snuggling all next to each other, nice and cozy. And if Ranger comes from behind, which he's about to, RGK's actually got him covered. Let's look at things from his POV. He doesn't spot them yet. He's going to pop up here, and now he finds them. They all find each other, but he's covered. And now Ranger's kind of stuck. He does put the shot into Blitz. I will give him that. That's a great shot. Even if you get the kill, though, you have to stop the bases. He does get the kill. Great shot from Ranger. Now, does he run towards... No, he has to fight the 1v1. Now, we're about to see a 1v1. Light tank versus heavy. No, the time ran up. Who won there? Did Panda win by getting the kill? I couldn't tell. Who won that? The time ran out. Did Ranger clutch it? No, did Alev just win on time? Alev won on time. They had the points. Oh, man. Yeah, I forgot that I did the quick math, and Panda was more than a kill behind. Great job from Ranger getting the kill there, but it wasn't enough, man. That's tough, dude. Great effort from him, though. I will give it up. He played it well. Especially getting away from Trim. Trim got completely cooked there. But Alev is 1 game away from knocking Panda out of top 4. Holy cow, guys. What is occurring? As we are on Ghost Factory here, this could be the final game of the stream. Panda needs to lock in, keep themselves alive. They're going to be running 2 VKs a mouse, 3 113 GFTs in a bat chat on the south spawn. Okay. I've actually played with Rax before. We had a strat, we ran, I think it was 3 mouse, 3 113 GFTs in a bat chat, but that was the north spawn, so I don't know if that's going to be the same strat as this one. Probably not. But I'm curious to see how this one goes. Panda have to win both games here on Ghost Factory to keep themselves alive. I'm having hiccups, sorry. Alev rocking 2 mouse, 2 IS4, 2, 2, and 5B in a bat chat. They do believe in the IS4. It's working out for them, though. They're 3-1 ahead in the set. So there's no reason for them to doubt the tank, and there's no reason for me to doubt it either. So we're just going to go ahead and get right into it, y'all. Panda needs to lock in if they want to keep themselves alive here. This is so exciting. Hey, A Mills. Hey, thanks for joining the stream. Can't hear you because you're live on the sport anyway. Appreciate you. You probably can't hear me saying I appreciate you, but welcome to the stream. I'm guessing this is your first time here. Hope you're doing well. Captain Live got sent to YT. Does that count for reward? Go through the portal. Thank you to Iconic for the help there. Anyway, we are here with game number 5. And Alev, just by their lineup, they're up by about 1500 HP. Just something to keep in mind. Sometimes I like looking at that. Ranger and Blitz are both playing aggressively for A. Blitz does have support from his team, and I mean, I guess Ranger does too. He's got his triangles kind of looking at him here. I think Ponda's run this strat before, at least a similar strat with their triple triangle setup. They've got Rax, Paffy, and Pagman all in the bushes in the back. They've definitely run this strat before. I think I've seen them play it this season. At least something similar with their TDs, at least. Maybe their heavies are different. I can't remember how the game went exactly, but Ranger does take a hit as he's leaving. Great shot from, I can't tell who fired that one. Maybe it was Trim. Maybe it was Trim. Great shot from, I'll give that one to Trim. But Alev are hyper aggressive here. They found Rax and Paffy. They're pushing right into the trap. I actually need to see this from Pagman's perspective. No, he misses. No, I don't know. All 3 triangles fired. No, 2 of them fired, but only 1 shot has connected. And Alev are just going right on in here. But Ponda is reacting. They've got Ding Dong back, and Trim's starting to take some hits as Steve and Sherman are coming into the fight. But Amorex taking some hits, but he's got this covered to kind of hide himself from firing the whole rock in the ground and bullets. But RGK and Gentleman can just keep firing into him here. RGK did miss a shot though, so Rax is not dead quite yet. He needs to get this kill. He does so. So early kill here for Alev. They are a tank up. Hit points are very close though. Gentleman's getting nuked, but Alev need to continue this push here. They lose Trim, so there goes their tank advantage. So they need to keep going with their push here, or at least pivot to Sherman. Don't know what their play is, but Ranger's just sneaking there in the bat chat. He's going to have free farms and RGK and Rock in the ground. Go for that kill there. And is Alev going to be able to turn for him? He's spotted. No, he's not going to be looking. He's just going to go for Pagman. So Ranger will pick up this kill, and now Ponda are starting to look good. They were able to accept this push quite well. Look at Steven there, 127 hit points in the mouse. He took 3k damage to hold off of his team. Fire in the hole got racked there. I didn't see how much damage he had left. But yeah, Alev, they pushed, and it was a good idea. It was close for a while, but they were not able to sustain it for very long. Ponda able to crash on in. Ranger having some good flexibility in the bat chat. I didn't see how Bullets died. Did he just die? I can't tell. But wasn't able to do his sneaky lurking plays that the bat chat is very good at. So Ponda are able to fight off Alev's aggression there. Their triangles were just in great positions to hold it. And there we go. So Ponda are still alive. Game 6 here. Now Ponda has north. Again, triple triangle from Ponda. They're already readied. But what is the play? This time Ponda has north. And no light tank from Ponda this time. Ranger is in the 2 and 5B. I love keeping bullets in it. He's been having an alright night. And obviously, Alev is winning in the set, so they're doing something correctly. And more IS-4s. 113 GFTs. I don't think did they have any last game? I don't know if they did. And 2 VKs. So this time they're going to be playing a little bit more armored. A little bit more alpha damage as well. So it could be good for some nuking plays, potentially. But they do still have that bat chat alive to flex and make assassinating plays, you know, as needed. Let's go, guys. This is an exciting moment. Because either Alev qualifies directly to top 4 right now, or we see a Game 7 set for it. So, oh man. Oh man, oh man. Ponda's probably quaking in their boots. They got to lock in. They did last game, but they got to keep the momentum going. Did I even do the Ghost Factory intro? I think I did. I think we're good here. Could go to Vineyards for the tiebreaker, and that would be very scary. Oh man. Vineyards. That's how it's normally pronounced. Double triangle versus double triangle. Let's see. And well, let's watch things from Alev's perspective this time, since we are specking from the Ponda side. We're usually starting off with them, but Alev, they are doing something a little different. They're not worried about hanging on in their own spawn too much. They've got Rock on the Ground and Trim doing there, actually, so never mind, they are. I thought maybe they were going to keep moving, but they've stopped. They're going to quickly step B, though. They'll take the cap lead, which is exactly what Ponda did last game. But Blitz, is he spotting anything? He hasn't spotted anything. He's just going to back up. No, he does spot Pagman. That's enough info for him. He's just going to bail. Bailing, fair enough. You don't want to stick around too long. I think, was Steven trying to blind fire something there? I don't know what he tried to blind fire. Maybe just breaking a door. But Ponda will grab A. Doubling it with the IS-7s, but Rock on the Ground going for a reset. Actually hits the shot, but it doesn't do any damage. If you're blind resetting, why would you not shoot a cheat? I'm not entirely clear on that one, but either way, good shot from Rock on the Ground, but not good enough. And Alev will take a second base, and Blitz actually spotting Steven all the way out here from D, which is quite funny to me, but he will take the base. Ponda with some blind fire attempts, maybe. Now, they don't really have any vision on the base, other than, I don't know, maybe Pagman could see one specific area, but there's no reason that Alev would put anyone sitting there anyway, so no damage has been traded for the first minute and a half of the game. Things are tense. Ponda are realizing that, you know, their advantage estate is gone for this game. Alev have an extra base, and Ponda are a little bit hesitant to step C, maybe assuming that Alev could be locking it down now. But Steven's driving forward. Maybe he'll try it. He gets lit. Blitz has him spotted. I like the positioning here from Blitz. He's kind of, you know, making Ponda question themselves. You know, Steven's going to step on anyway. He doesn't care. And, I mean, he's going to end up fine. Alev doesn't really have any resets. Magix might be trying to sneak for something, but I don't see that happening. Oops, Steve does get lit, but there's no reset there. So now we are seeing both teams with 2 bases each, but still no damage done in the first 2.5 minutes now. The tension is building. Alev are up by over 100 points, which means that Ponda needs to get more than 1 kill to equalize the points, or to turn them in Ponda's favor, I should say. Alternatively, of course, stopping a base would do the trick, and maybe Ponda's going to move towards D now. Alev does have fire in the hole covering it, but only really for vision. It's not going to be very easy for him to actually hold resets on D. As you can see, there's so much area here that's not visible by the tank. It's just more for, you know, getting vision. But Ponda doesn't have a light tank to sneak in, so they'd have to send a heavy tank to do it. The fastest one, of course, being the IS-7, and he's in position to maybe start doing it, but at the same time, Alev can start doing things in A. Ding Dong is spotted here, so Alev knows Ponda's here. The question is, does Alev know that Ponda only has 1 tank there? That's the question here. That is indeed the question. And Ding Dong's not easily pushable right now, and he's actually going to be moving forward himself, which is an interesting thing to think about. But Steven's spotting all of the Alev firepower tanks in the middle. Ponda will start making their move. Fire in the hole, going to move up into the corner and spot Sherman, and all of the tension is about to erupt. Alev putting their tanks inside of B. Blitz grabbing A, kind of looping around Ding Dong there, but since Ding Dong is far away from the fight, they can afford it. And now Alev's about to have 3 bases, and Ponda's going to have to really lock in here. And Steven's taking a lot of nukes. What's happening in this corner? Sherman getting handled by fire in the hole, but RGK getting completely destroyed by Ponda's counter push with the 2 and 5 Bs. There's a lot of firepower now in the game here for Ponda. And Blitz is going to step onto C. Are we going to be just seeing Alev playing for caps now? I think they're realizing their hit points are in trouble. Magix will fall to Ranger here in just a second, and Alev, they're starting to fight it back a little bit in terms of the hit points. It's still really scary. Sherman stopping D, but 900 points now for Alev. They have A, they have C, and Ponda's not having the ability to stop A. That base is impossible for Ponda to stop. They don't have any light tanks to do so. 950 now. Pagman dies. They're going to try to kill Trim here. Ranger's trying to fight Trim. Is he able to get the kill? They get fire in the hole, but Gentleman killing Ranger. 960 points. They need to keep Trim alive. Will Trim die? Looks like Ponda stops D. They're stopping C, but it's not enough. A all the way on the other side of the map. Alev need to keep Trim alive. Paffy's going to try to go for the kill. Will he be able to get it? 980 points, getting the kill. 940 now. The fire's been put out just for a moment here, but it's still ticking. 950. And if Ponda dies here, if Rax dies to Ponda, or Rax dies to Alev, that's going to be the game. He gets the kill and Rock on the ground. Now it's 960 points for Ponda. Now it's 960 back for Alev. Can they get another kill? If they can kill Blitz here, that'll secure it, but they also have the caps ticking up anyway. Blitz is stopping the D-base as long as he can, but he goes down. Ponda barely able to clutch up by getting the kills at the end. Oh my goodness, Alev making such a checkmating play by grabbing A. They had so many bases, but Ponda brawling it back to force a tiebreaker. They've kept themselves alive, and now Alev's got to be scared, man. Alev has got to be scared. Ponda clutched that one up incredibly hard. Wow, what a play there. Rax on top with 4.2. Oh man, guys, it's the tiebreaker. Vineyards, the asymmetrical map. Alev has the south spawn, which some people consider to be better. However, North has counterplay, and Ponda's running double batch it. They're already readied up, y'all. They have readied up incredibly quickly. They know exactly what they're going to be doing here on Vineyards North. They got double bat chat, triple triangle, VKIS7. I think I have an idea on what these triple bat chats are going to do. Your double bat chats are going to do. I have an idea. I think they might go Ruins, try to see if they can get quick shots into the B base, and then have other tanks on the other side of B, like towards the town, to try to see if they can set up a crossfire to initially nuke out B. That's my reaction to this lineup. However, as soon as Alev sees the lineup, they might adjust their gameplay accordingly. It's hard to say. But having the south spawn is nice, as you have a lot more cap control, or a lot more map control, sorry. The entire southwest side of Vineyards is kind of depressed compared to the rest of the area, like it's down low. And it's very easy for Alev to hold that. So we'll see how it goes, y'all. It's an asymmetrical map. Both teams have different objectives to, you know, set their win conditions for this game, but it all comes down to this, y'all. Ponda Alev. This game determines top 4, y'all. Ponda versus Alev, Game 7 on Vineyards. Let's roll the intro. Let's get it, y'all. Game 7. Ponda not doing what I thought they might do with the double bat. One to cap A quickly. One to spot middle. And you better be careful with his cap positioning. Maybe he's trying to cap in a position to avoid being nuked by the ruins. He's not sitting in a bush, which is actually, you know, you would think that, oh, you need to sit in a bush to not get spotted, but you're in a light tank. You've got light tank camo. He actually was able to sit outside of the bush and cap the base without any issues. So cap lead Ponda to start things off, and they have the initial advantage in this game. And look at Ponda right now. They are all grouped up nice and together. Just looking at them on the mini-map here, they're all in their own spawn. None of them have really left it at all. They haven't taken the hills. They haven't taken the town. They are just chilling in their spawn. They're just being chilling completely. Did I press that? I don't know if I pressed it, but now you can see it for sure. I didn't see if it actually ended up working on stream. But if it did, then you get a double serving, I suppose. Blitz will grab B. So Love has a base, but the difference is pretty large. It's almost 100, actually. So Love needs to get more than just on kill to do anything. And Love will rotate to the town. Maybe you're going to see if they can find some lurking Ponda tanks. They won't find any, though. There's nobody here. They're going to play a little carefully, though, of course. That's what you want to do when you don't know enough about where the enemy team is. But now some tanks are starting to spot each other. Paffy spotted, Fire in the Hole spotted. There is tension building. Ponda seems to be backing up a little bit. They're not sure if they want to commit to this. They maybe think Alev is lined up here. What is the play? Yeah, Panda's just bailing. They're going to go town, actually. They're getting spotted on the A side, and then as soon as they get unspotted, they're going to back out and go town. Uh-oh, guys. Is Blitz going to commit to a push? Oh, what's his position from Rock on the ground? He's gotten himself up into a sneaky little spot to be hull down, or lower plate down. Blitz gets lit. He spots Ranger. Both teams now know that there are opposing tanks in the town. Panda's got a lot more of them, though. Alev is still pretty nicely set up in the ruins. What's the play here? Panda's fully committed to the town at this point, other than Ding Dong. And Alev seeing Steven here now. Yeah, they can definitely sense a push. Problem is, Rock on the ground is pretty ISO. But it's also not going to be very easy for Panda to push into him. Steven trying something here. Steven could get pushed in the rear. And Magix is going to try to sneak something in. He misses it, but Steven is going to take some rear hits. I'm curious to see what happens to Steven, but I'm also curious to see what happens to Rock on the ground. Looks like he's been pushed. Sherman's put in his shots. Paffy's behind him. Rock on the ground should be able to put one more into Pagman, but he will fall, actually. And Steven's still fine, honestly. He's got 1,000 hit points. We've got a good advantage for Panda here. In the ending here, they do pick up that kill. They are down in the hit points a little bit. They're also going to take C, but Alev taking A to counter. Interesting stuff here. Blitz is still deciding what to do, but shots are going into ammo racks. That's what Blitz wants to do. He wants to help out Gentleman, kill Ding Dong, and then they're going for racks here. Steven is still a bit of a point of weakness for Panda in the center, but RJK is now surrounded. Oh my goodness, RJK, no. Ranger's going to clip him out, and he gets completely deleted. He was surrounded hard. That being said, Panda are down on the hit points. It's a 5v5. It's a few thousand hit point lead for Alev, but Panda do have the tank advantage. Only for now, though. Amarek's missing that shot. Magic should out-reload, but ooh, Bullet's taking some big damage from Peg and Paffy, doubling up on him. Bullet's not going to go for the kill here. Magix is going to take it. 800 points for both teams. Right now, it looks like Panda's going to try to have all three bases. Magix is stepping into C. Pagman falls, though. Where's Pagman? He falls on A. Sherman's taking A. Paffy took B. Caps are starting to get crazy here. Ranger's going to win the 1v1 light tank against Bullets. And uh-oh, it's getting intense, y'all. Love has a base, and they're going to step B as well. It's a 3v3, but the light tank is left alive for Panda. Gentleman stepping into the base, but he goes down. Paffy's going to tap him. Panda was ready for it, and now Alev's lead of hit points is starting to fall apart here. It's a 3v2, though. 960 points. That was a big toss. From the triangle dying there. He definitely could not afford to do that. Ranger's just going to try to hide, keep himself alive. 970 cap points for Panda. Lev needs to do something, but Fire in the Hole is getting tapped. They're going to go for Path Loopy. 990, 995, get the kill. Oh, now it's 950 for Alev. They have two bases. They have the lead, but Fire in the Hole might die. No, both Sherman and Ranger are clipping out, though. Fire in the Hole's alive on 97 HP. They're going to try to stop the B base, but the points are barely in favor of Panda. Magic's going to try to get a kill there. 985 and 1,000. And Panda barely winning by 10 base points, stopping B just in time. And completing, it's almost a reverse sweep, man. They were down 3-1, winning the last 3 games in a row over Alev to take it there. That was such a scary end game. Alev had the HP advantage for so long, but were never able to hold the tank lead. And then, I don't really know. One of the triangles just pushed into the open and died in the endgame. I don't really know what happened there. But Panda with the double bat chats were able to clutch it up. They will come back to top 4. Congrats, Panda, Alev. You guys were so close. You had it. But it wasn't meant to be. Congratulations, Panda. One of your top 4 teams for NA. What a great way to end the day. That was an amazing set. Congrats both teams on an incredible performance. Unfortunately, both teams cannot make it through. But yeah, I imagine the other groups are probably done by now. Let's take a look. Check out the screen here. So here's group number 2. Panda 4-3 over Alev, just barely squeaking out the win. Group number 1, it's Origin. 4-1 over DFM. DFM did take a game, but it is Origin. Group 3, is it GP or Cozy? It's Cozy. 4-1 over MM. Sorry, I meant to say Cozy MM, and then the last one's Joker GP. But Cozy 4-1, and then Joker GP 4-1. So we had 4-1s and a 4-3 here for this group. So it is going to indeed be Origin, Ponda, Cozy, and Joker in our top 4. So that's awesome. Congrats to these 4 teams. Does this match any of the other top 4s we've ever had? Yes, this matches summer season. Obviously, leverage was a thing back then. Now it's Cozy, but this was summer season top 4 repeated. And also, Blitz Ultimate Cup for 2022. This is the same top 4 again. So something interesting to note. So this is the 3rd time that these 4 teams all meet together in top 4 together. So it's awesome to see. They are back. But yeah, great set there. Hope that y'all enjoyed that one. We still got a few more minutes on the portal. Oof. Sorry guys, I'm still cooling off from it. That was incredible. I don't have anything else to add here. At this point, I feel like I'm just talking to talk. I guess we'll go into just chatting at this point. We've seen the top 4. I will go ahead and get my... I guess there's one other thing that I want to do really quickly is showcase all of the logos for the top 16 teams this season. I didn't get to watch most of these teams, so the least I can do, I feel, is to show them off to you all. So here are our top 16 teams. Let me see if I can get them full screened here. And we can show those real quick, just to, you know, round out top 16. So here we are, the top 16 teams. We've got 1L, who had a nice upset on purple to qualify in the 2nd qualifier. So this is 1L, leader. We've got Cease, who made top 16 this season, sneaking in on that 4th qualifier. This is their OG logo that they sent me. We've got DFM, team that, again, I had never really seen before, but they made top 8. They did a great job. They took a game off of Origin. So, good stuff there. Then we've got Elev. They are a top 4 team from last season, but just barely missed it today, man. It was such a good game. Garca, which is honestly probably my favorite logo for this season. Very well-made logo. Unfortunately, I didn't get to stream them at all, so I wasn't able to feature them. I don't know if any other streamers are able to feature this logo, if they just made it for nothing, but hopefully this team comes back and we can use it sometime. I'd love to cover them. Then we've got GP, which is very low-quality logo, unfortunately, in terms of resolution. They didn't have their original one, and they could only send me what, like, it cropped out from some other source. So that's GP. We've got Grim. They didn't make a logo. They told me to pull one off the internet. I did. This is Grim. We have Joker. They've used this logo already. They have made top 4 with it. They won a Blitz Cup with it. It's a good one. Cozy. Admittedly, I AI generated this one for them, and I was like, yo, do you guys have a logo? Should I make one? They said they didn't have one. I sent them some AI stuff, and they like this one. So this is Cozy's logo, which is pretty funny. MM. Clan event, 3rd place. That's what they used on their avatar. Probably also one of my personal favorites. It looks great. Origin, they actually went back on one of their old logos. They had a new one for this past season, but I guess they didn't want to use it anymore. Ponda, who also went back on one of their old logos. They had like an e-girl logo last season. They got rid of that. Purple, they have the classic Cobra, but a little twist on it. My lights just